You're a vice president that does not want to answer how she spent her confidential funds. How could you support that?
Yung iba naman na mga officials, hindi naman talaga din sila nag-declare because it's a confidential funds, no? So we cannot propel her also to talk about it kasi after all, it's a confidential fund.
Hello mga kadonatics, eto hindi na pinalagpas ni Karen De Villa ang pagkapanalo ng bagong governor sa Cebu na si Governor Pamela Baricuatro. As always mga kadonatics, eto si Karen De Villa, pag may trending, nangunguna sa pagkamarites. And dito sa interview nito mga kadonatics, is trying to bring the topic of the confidential fund ni Inday Sara Duterte. Para bang gusto niyang pag-awayin ang dalawa. Sa hindi pa nakakaalam, si Pamela Baricuatro kasi inendorso yan ni Inday Sara Duterte. Kaya ayun, nanalo. Are you excited sa video? Well, let's watch it.
Cebu, the Visayas voted Duterte. I saw the numbers. The top 5 senators are all Duterte.
Yeah.
Give me the sentiment of Cebu province. Bakit mga Duterte ang Cebu province? Ano ba yan?
Parang hindi talaga makapaniwala si Karen De Villa mga kadonatics na hindi lang Cebu ang stronghold ng mga Dutertes, kundi buong Pilipinas.
Nanalo rin naman si BBM doon.
Yeah, I think something happened, you know, for the past 3 years na people...
I like her answer here. Pasensya na sa pag-post, okay? Alam niyo na yung dahilan.
Realize na their lives were better off when it was during the Duterte administration. But actually, 2022, ano rin naman Duterte pa rin yung mga Cebuanos. Nag-unit team.
Tama.
Kaya they went for BBM. It's because of Inday Sara. In the same manner that I worked with PFP because nag-unit team because of Inday Sara.
Oo. All right. And so what you're saying essentially, because Mindanao, well, that's expected, went Duterte in a Senate race, but I think Visayas was a surprise to many in Luzon when we saw the data. So is the Duterte stronghold in Cebu and the Visayas? How would you describe it?
Basahin mo maigi yung tanong mo, Karen De Villa. Ay nako, hindi niya alam. Last election 2022, nakakuha ng 32 million si Inday Sara Duterte. It means, mga kadonatics, na hindi lang Cebu, kundi buong Pilipinas talaga na malakas yung mga Duterte. At etong si Karen De Villa, for some reasons, mga kadonatics, she cannot accept it.
The data would show from the last elections that nanalo yung Duterte dito. Yeah, nanalo yung Duterte dito sa Cebu. So, it shows that talaga yung Cebu, it's still a Duterte country.
Oh.
That's true. Duterte country ang Pilipinas. Without them, mga kadonatics, never nating maranasan yung pagbabago.
Ask you, Pam, what do you make of these corruption allegations against Vice President Duterte? I mean, you were from the private sector. We know that in corporate, you have to be transparent. Corporations will not tolerate any form of corruption. And I believe hindi ka naman politiko talaga.
Yeah.
Corporate ang background yung mag-asawa. You're a vice president that does not want to answer how she spent her confidential funds.
Eto mga kadonatics, ma-surprise ka sa answer niya. I mean, it's not surprising anymore. Ang sagot niya mga kadonatics ay sagot sa mga taong may sense. Pag isa kang tao na walang sense, of course, hindi mo maiisip to, itong sagot na to. But itong mga kaluluwa, itong mga detractors, they will never understand this. Why? Because their minds are corrupted na. Let's listen to her answer, mga kadonatics.
So, ang tanong, how could you support that when you have a different set of values?
Itong si Karen talaga, ay nako. She's trying to create a bloodbath between the two, mga kadonatics. But of course, she is too wise for that question. Let's see.
It's nothing to do with the values, Karen, no? But it's something to do also with yung iba naman na mga officials, hindi naman talaga din sila nag-declare because it's a confidential funds, no? So we cannot propel her also to talk about it kasi after all, it's a confidential fund. So I don't know why people are focusing only on her. There are also other officials in the same situation as her. Pero siya lang talaga yung na-highlight.
I like that answer, di ba? Di ba mga kadonatics? confidential fund. Quote and quote. It means you don't have to explain it to the public kung saan napunta yung pera. Bakit may piatos? Ba't may iba-ibang pangalan? Ha? Kung may sense ka, alam mo na hindi ka gagamit ng totoong pangalan. That is confidential fund. Ayong i-broadcast nationwide na itong taon na to ay tumanggap ng confidential fund. Make sense? Walang sense to para sa kanila.
And somehow it's also unfair.
Very
Okay.
unfair.
Now, so moving forward na tayo, no?
Wala
Because
na
this
siyang
is, as you said, change in Cebu, right? You
yes.
said you don't want to overpower, but you want to empower.
Yes.
What will the Cebuanos feel in the first 100 days?
Yeah.
What will you implement? Naramdam nila.
Yeah.
Maganda yung masagot niya dito mga kadonatics na hindi kaya ni Gwen Garcia wakwak.
First, no, if you remember yung na-expose ni Senator Tolfo, yung mga toilets namin dito sa mga terminals, no? I have to look into that. We
Okay.
have to make sure that they don't have to pay for using the toilet. Yun. Tsaka the hospitals, we have to put medicines, and we have to talk to staffing of doctors. That's something that we really have to make urgent change.
Oo.
So yung
Pero ba't walang gamot at doktor ang Cebu? Ang yaman-yaman ng Cebu.
Exactly. That's the reason. Yun talaga. That's one of the reason why Gwen lost in Cebu, because despite the propaganda of it being the richest province, but yung mga hospitals namin talaga kulang ng mga gamot at saka doctors.
Ang tagal na ni Gwen Garcia dyan. Pero yung problema ng Cebu, mga kadonatics, ang dami. Ang dami talaga at walang ginawa itong si Gwen Garcia.
Okay. Sige, tuloy niyo po to. Maganda to para mabantayan namin kayo, no? So,
Thank you, Karen.
maganda to. We will babantayan ka namin.
Hoy,
So,
bantayan mo si Bam Aquino, si Kiko Pangililan, Erwin Tulfo, lahat ng mga nasa alyansa at iba pa. Yun yung bantayan mo, si Romualdez, si BBM. Ba't babantayan mong mga taong may matinong adhikain?
so number one
Really?
is yung toilets, no? Na na-expose ni Rafi Tulfo.
Yun,
Number
yun.
two, doktor at gamot sa ospital. Ano pa?
Yeah, yun. Of course, yung also namin, no, yung economic activity namin sa Cebu. I'm sure you know about this, no, na yung per capita income namin is half of the national average. So which means yung economic activity dito sa province of Cebu is really not good.
If I'm not mistaken, mga kadonatics, ang per capita kasi sa Pilipinas, If I'm not mistaken, mga kadonatics, ang GDP per capita kasi sa Pilipinas is around $3,000 to $4,000 per person. At half lang yung sa kanila sa Cebu. It means nasa mga 1.5. Can you imagine? You'll earn that kind of money annually? What the heck? Di ba? Ang layo talaga.
It's not up to standard. So we have to bring the economic corridor back into the province of Cebu. And we're looking into micro manufacturing.
You know, that is interesting. You know, if you look at Cebu from the outside, you know, it's one of the richest province, one of the most developed outside Metro Manila. You wouldn't think that your earnings are half.
Yes. The data would show it. I mean, we can look into PSA, may data. At saka yung poverty incidence namin dito, mataas ha. Sa Region 7, 2.56 million families in the poverty incidence. And in the province of Cebu is 1.72 million families. So ganon ha, more than half of the Region 7 poverty incidence nandito sa province of Cebu.
Yeah. So you plan to bring, what did you say, micro
manufacturing.
very good.
Yeah, in
how
the
would you
province of Cebu.
describe micro manufacturing?
Yeah.
Like, give us examples.
You know, like in Danao, they used to manufacture guns, di ba? Yung mga defense guns and ganon. But then nawala siya. So we will have to look and develop these kinds of industries in the province of Cebu. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what? It seems you have a clear vision. In the first 100 days, that's crucial.
Yeah.
People like action men, action women. Alam mo yun? Impactful kasi yung nakikita ang change, diba?
Yes, correct.
Alright,
So-
go ahead, ma'am.
Sorry po.
Ituloy niyo po, madam. Tuloy niyo po.
Yeah, it's crucial. The first 100 days, no, we have to get moving. You're correct. Gusto talaga ng action right there and then, no. Kaya nga, we have to make a difference right away in the first.
Kasi yung first 100 days ni Tatay Digong noon, nalamangan lahat ng ginawa ng President sa Pilipinas. Compare mo sa nagawa ni BBM for the past 3 years, mga kadonatics. Nako, wala talaga. Pero yung 100 days ni Tatay Digong, ang daming nangyari dun. Grabe.
First 100 days, initial, para makita nila that we mean business.
Oo. Now, ito on a more political front, you have no slate, right? So how do you plan to win over? I mean, now I'm asking you because you need the vice governor, kailangan
Yes.
mo provincial board.
Correct.
Lahat ito to get meaningful and long-term things done in the province, no? Anong plano mo?
No, I have to collaborate with them. I need to talk to them and make them understand that we have a common goal here. That we need to make change in the province of Cebu. So from what I heard from the vice governor, no, during his time with the press, na he's willing naman daw to work with me.
Oo.
So I will have to collaborate, humble myself and talk to them that I need their help.
Wow. Okay. So you will humble yourself and talk to them that you need their help. Ma'am, baka may gusto po kayong sabihin, mensahe.
Iba talaga ang liderato na kalyado ng mga Duterte. May clear vision talaga mga kadonatics kung ano yung gusto nilang mangyari sa kanilang distrito or, city. Ganyan pag kaalyado ng mga Duterte. Pag iba naman, nako, pangungurakot lang ang alam.
Sa mga bumoto sa inyo, you can speak in Cebuano. Visayas, if you wish, please.
Daghag salamat sa mga Subuanon sa inyuhang mandato na gihatag nako. My victory is also your victory. So, bikay kamo ang Subo, dili ako. So, I'm looking forward yun na to work for the Cebuano people. Karen, thank you so much. Yeah.
All right. Well, you know what? We wish you well and I wish you luck. And your victory is, it's a story. I would have to say it's a major story, this midterm elections. You're not from a political dynasty. You have no long political background.
Yes.
You take over as governor with no slate, no fundraising. Your husband's soul is your sole funder. You're really from the corporate, started a foundation. I mean, good for you. And I think, I do hope you succeed because if you do, it will inspire more ordinary Filipinos.
Correct.
People from the private sector that, we can serve. We can go and serve. Hindi lang puro yung pamilya na matagal na. So we
Correct.
wish you success.
Thank you, Karen. One of the forgotten qualities of leadership is courage.
Yeah.
All you need is courage.
All right. Well, you have it. That's one thing. Thank you so much.
Sorry, Karen. Anyway, mga kadonatics, I like the new governor ngayon, mga kadonatics, kasi I'm so excited what is she gonna bring to the table to the Cebuanos. Kasi pure yung heart niya and makikita talaga natin pag ganyan mga liderato, may magandang result talaga yan sa kanilang distrito. Anyway, thank you so much mga kadonatics and please, matagal na kayong nanonood sa akin, pasubscribe naman. Ingat! Bye-bye!